aspartame actually breaks down in our system into residual different components, and some of them are aspartic acid and phenylalanine, and then it continues to break down into formaldehyde. And that's a little scary. When I was doing cadaver dissection in physical therapy school, they were using formalin and formaldehyde derivatives to help them keep the bodies from decaying. So I don't necessarily need to eat something that's going to do that inside of my body. I can only wreak havoc in the long run. And some of these food dyes are really important to look at. And one of them, FD&C yellow number 5, has something in it called tatrazine. And this is actually a coal tar derivative. And it causes some skin issues, and anxiety, and migraines, depression, and weakness, and itching, sleep disturbances, and actually been banned in Norway. And, many of our food colorings, some people have reaction to them and hypersensitivity to them and have like asthma-induced issues as well. So it's something to look at. Preservatives here, 3 of the biggies: propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfates, and triclosan. Propylene glycol is very sweet tasting, and it's also known as antifreeze. Yeah, pretty scary. So it's essential to know that some of your toothpaste and household products, deodorants and whatnot, it's like a wetting agent. So it helps your car from freezing, so it keeps things moist. So basically that's what it's doing for your car. I don't necessarily want it in my personal care products. But sodium lauryl sulfate is basically a foaming agent. And I put a picture of a car wash here because basically it's strong enough, and they use it in many car washes to clean cars. And there's been studies showing that it could cause mouth ulcers and canker sores. Only brush the teeth, only brush and floss the teeth you want to keep, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Dentarome product, which is our proprietary Thieves blend, and it's been put into a toothpaste. There's 3 different toothpastes in the line. One is just Dentarome, the other is the Dentarome Plus, which is extra strength and has more essential oils in it that are antimicrobial. And also there's the Ultra, and the Ultra is the whitening formula, and they actually use papaya enzymes to help as a natural whitener instead of some of these chemicals that can wreak havoc on your gums and create a lot of gum sensitivity. And also research had studied that this product reported that the essential oils that are used in it can protect against streptococci and candida, which are also important, especially now during this particular time of year, the strep in general. The nylon dental floss here is chemical free, and most commercialized nylon floss on the market right now is coated with Teflon. Teflon, not in my house, but it goes on nonstick pans that are coated with a toxic fluorocarbon, and it's very allows the nylon to be very slippery between your teeth, so there's no snags and no gives with the floss. But no thank you. I don't necessarily want a Teflon coated nylon on my floss. Thieves, the mouthwash itself, I use this for a ton of different things, and I gargle with it if I feel like my throat's a little sore. In fact, some of my clients that are on Broadway that are singers, they regularly gargle with Thieves, and it's helped them. The Broadway theater houses have a lot of mold, and a lot of the mold spores cause upper respiratory conditions, and they're singing a lot, so they're stressing their vocal cords. This is really soothing because it has this liposomal technology, and basically it's just a slow release of essential oils to help fight tooth decay, plaque, gingivitis, and it coats the throat and the mucous membranes of your throat and your sinuses, and that helps to release the essential oils, which I said before, are like antiviral and fungal and antibacterial. Let's kick the overzealous hand sanitizing. This has gotten a little crazy in our society right now. One big reason is a chemical called triclosan. And triclosan has been banned by the Canadian government, and basically their concern is it's creating too much bacterial resistance, And unfortunately, what happens is when triclosan meets the chlorination in our water supply when we are doing our hand washing, it becomes an aerosolized chloroform gas. And chloroform, it could be a possible, probable human carcinogen. And I did put a little research article here that I found in PubMed: formation of chloroform and chlorinated organics by free chlorine-mediated oxidation of triclosan. Um, Chloroform, I always think of like, like a horror movie when somebody's trying to like kidnap someone. They have the chloroform in the handkerchief, and then they knock somebody out with it. Well, I don't need to be knocked out by my personal care products. So in replacement of that, we have a foaming hand soap, and this is really pH balanced. Reduces the disruption of the skin's natural moisturizing complex. They added to it vitamin E, aloe vera, and ginkgo biloba, which helps to protect the skin. There's also extra lemon essential oil added in there as a natural solvent to remove dirt and germs. The Thieves cleaning soap has palm, olive, and coconut oils. Palm is really high in beta carotene. It's an edible oil from the pulp of the palm fruit. The olive oil helps to smooth skin and reduce wrinkles. And the coconut really is high in fatty acid composition. It's really excellent as a skin moisturizer. Now, the peppermint waterless hand purifier, I do not leave home without it. Really, most commercialized antibacterial hand sanitizers use really harsh chemicals to denature the alcohol that it contains. And basically what the Food and Drug Administration has done, or the tobacco industry, they've made all of these products undrinkable. So the alcohol in them is undrinkable. It's called SD alcohol, denatured alcohol. And a lot of denatured alcohol is like camp stove lighters, solvents and shellacs, production of biodiesel. If you've ever, had those little canisters that you want to keep your food heated up on a buffet table, they usually use a blue dye in there to distinguish it as a denatured alcohol. So they prevent anybody who's addicted to drinking alcohol to drink any of these products. So they have to denature them. Now, they denature them by way of solvents, which could be chemical and could be really not good for the body. However, Young Living has decided to denature the alcohol that's in this product with peppermint essential oil, which is really awesome and really therapeutic and good for you instead. Sore throat relief, Thieves lozenge contains this grade A unadulterated eucalyptus, and again I said eucalyptus acts as a mucolytic, so it helps to break up any sort of stagnation in the chest and sinuses. Clove, again, it's really great as a numbing agent, so it helps to numb the throat. The cinnamon is great because it kills germs and bacteria, and the rosemary, which I found interesting, decreases your pain response. And the word for pain reception in the Western allopathic medical world is nociception. And I found an article here on PubMed in 2009, and it's the anti-nociceptive effects. And they're talking about how the pain diminishing effects and the GCMS analysis, which stands for gas chromatography mass spectrometry analysis of Rosmarina officinalis, and that they're talking about the rosemary itself. So I thought this was kind of an interesting study. And like I said before, the Thieves lozenges helps with soothing the throat of singers and anybody that happens to talk a lot. Like right now, I should be sucking on one. Kick the scented candles and unplug the plugins. We like mask our homes with these, Tahitian vanilla scented candles, and that's just not natural. So we need to have this ability to smell. Our olfactory senses need to be really intact so that we make sure that we don't have bacteria growing on our food that's in our refrigerator. Or if we walk into our home, that there's, we can smell an odor and get rid of it, right? So we're looking at things from carpet cleaners and room deodorizers and spot removers, and it's on and on. The reed sticks and the plug-ins, and they have all these gel plug-ins that are toxic, and these overly fragrant products include scents that when they react with ozone, and ozone's a common air pollutant, they actually create a formaldehyde byproduct. So air fresheners quickly mask odors but really at the risk of our own health. So toxins found in air fresheners and room deodorizers have like a phenol component in chemistry.